This is a velvet worm. It's an evolutionary oddity that looks like a mutant cross between an earthworm and a centipede, covered in thousands of microscopic bumps. They are exceptionally rare to find in stock, and this one cost $150 just to bring home. It possesses a capability straight out of science fiction, the ability to immobilize prey by violently ejecting a thick, sticky glue from two appendages near its head. But behind this lethal weaponry lies a severe biological vulnerability. Unlike most insects, the velvet worm lacks a moisture-retaining exoskeleton. Because its skin cannot lock water inside its body, exposing it to the standard humidity of a typical room causes the worm to rapidly dry out and die. Observing this apex predator in action requires building its world from the ground up, engineering a highly specific, hyper-humid ecosystem just to keep the creature from collapsing. In the wild, these worms inhabit the thick, saturated leaf litter of the Central American rainforest. To replicate those exact conditions inside a glass tank, we have to construct a bioactive blueprint, layer by layer. Housing a velvet worm isn't as simple as using a plastic tub. It requires an act of total ecological engineering to sustain life. The first hurdle is physics. The environment must stay constantly wet. But if the water has nowhere to go, the soil will turn into a stagnant, toxic mud. The mechanical solution is a drainage layer. Clay balls in the base are separated from jungle dirt by a fine window screen. Excess water drains to the bottom, creating an evaporation reservoir that continuously pushes moisture back up. This abiotic cycle mimics the hydrology of the real jungle floor, ensuring the worm's skin never loses the moisture it needs to function. Maintaining such high humidity leads to an inevitable consequence, the rapid growth of toxic mold. To counter this, we deploy the first biological failsafe. Thousands of exotic yellow springtails are added to the tank to hunt and consume mold spores as they appear. We also add rubber ducky isopods. These function as a heavy-duty cleanup crew, breaking down larger pieces of decaying organic matter before they can rot. Finally, we introduce Physarum polycephalum, a pulsating, living slime mold that physically crawls through the tank in search of food. With these detritivores in place, the tank becomes a self-regulating machine, ready to support its apex predator. Careful introducing the worms requires caution. Using tweezers causes them to panic and waste their slime in a defensive spray, so we move them gently with a spoon to keep them calm. To test their hunting mechanics, we started with small flightless fruit flies and a juvenile velvet worm. The baby worm reflexively fired its slime at the fly, but then simply walked away from the kill. This reveals the strict calorie-to-effort ratio at play. Producing this chemical glue is biologically expensive, and for a slow hunter, a tiny fly doesn't offer enough energy to justify the cost of the shot. The second trial matched a fully grown worm against a heavy, thrashing waxworm of equal size. The velvet worm used its glue as an equalizer, strapping the stronger, heavier prey to the ground to neutralize its movement. Once the target is immobilized, the worm deploys razor-sharp inner mouthparts to slice through the exoskeleton and extract the liquefied nutrients from within. This chemical warfare allows a soft-bodied predator to safely take down targets that would otherwise be too physically powerful to handle. The ultimate challenge for the velvet worm is the cricket, a target defined by its incredibly high-speed, instantaneous leaps away from danger. This chart shows the massive speed disparity between the two. The velvet worm's crawling velocity is so low that catching a cricket in a foot race is mathematically impossible. Instead, the worm uses its slime as a trap, firing from a distance to pin the cricket's legs to the floor before it can even register a threat. By observing this biology from the dirt up, we see a creature that isn't just an oddity. It is an evolutionary masterpiece, a fragile hunter that dominates the competitive jungle floor through pure chemical engineering.